signs of indecisive men. Come home na yama counselor akwaba kokra. Papa.
Hello. So today we're talking about signs of an indecisive man.
Right.
The chere say be me ya wawadi nui. Be me ya wo be wadini. Ana be me ya oni ne hihya wadi.
Right.
Is indecisive. Ne gina so na adwene CP. E wo ho. Wawadi no, onwadi no. The chere say adwene no. Inye CP. E wo be ma. Now the first thing I really want everybody to understand is that an indecisive man is not reliable.
Oh, okay.
An indecisive man cannot be reliable. Naturally, the bear man I being CP or an imprantry making a relationship, dating or courtship or marriage when you will be our back within hot so. But also let's understand that a lot of men are indecisive because the ladies they are dealing with are also indecisive.
Right.
Into bear na being CNP. Our baby animal are need to a lot of them look so are so would be so because the very women they are dealing with are so.
Okay.
And so when a man is indecisive, he hasn't gotten to the place of making decision. You cannot rely on them. And so a lot of women are troubled. A lot of young, beautiful ladies are trapped in the hands of men who are indecisive. And then the man met to be dating to about 1 year to 10 years. And yet the man is not proposing marriage. It's still about courtship. It's still about relationship. It's still about fiancé. And sometimes a young woman can stand and ask a man, 192, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. What is the plan? And the man still goes like, Nyamimre, enemre pa. Nyamimre ebinine, ebinichena. But when a man is indecisive, his responsibility is shifted to God's responsibility.
Okay.
So what the man can do right to make everything well, he blames God for it.
Hey.
So any man you are dealing with in a relationship,
right,
who is indecisive becomes a trouble, pain, and bitterness into the heart of a woman. So a lot of young, beautiful women are bitter, but they can't leave you because some of them feel like, I've already invested my emotions into this particular relationship. My wealth, my money, my everything, my time, my everything is in the Jamaican. But genuinely from the depths of their hearts, they are trapped. They are not happy. They are bitter. They don't feel good. Or think but there are some of them are just waiting for one happy day, one happy moment. Sadako, baby yes. So I want to talk about the signs now.
Right.
Number one, parental struggles can make a young man to become indecisive. Parental struggles. What we say, baby or wife, here you would need two more. Entity, I had the man. Or share dear or papa, a year or mammy. Or share dear or papa, a year subby, become in penny. Or share near Libera penny be and the year. Or share dear society a year. It you don't want to share dear papa ye and the mammy.
Right.
And they send your born the mammy. And they send your tea the mammy. And you should do mammy soon. And in some more, the who yen in some money mammy catcher and say, hey. Remember to more dunya men, yes, sir. Can make a man become indecisive.
Wow.
Especially when a mother decides to pollute the mind of a guy concerning women. And say, be careful about women. Women are evil. Women can be used by demons. They can tarnish the image of a great person and destroy kings. Be careful. Be careful. Sana papa. Yeah, no cocoa phone or the ma or baby. They dying or baby the pre or cotton or jay. The second wife, the third wife, or the lady be called warrior. Then she has yen in there. Parental guidance, parental struggling can make a guy become indecisive.
True.
It was shower bar when you're about what but was sure about the MC or mount, the what, the only papa and mammy catch the nitty, or done also. So, bet to be one auntie or dog, but he's not making a decision to settle with you. Parental struggles.
Wow. Wow.
The autosimianu has to do with he is people pleasing. He pleases people.
People pleaser.
So what happens with this particular guy is that, he actually wants the lady his friends will accept. He actually wants a lady, I'm going to say something, his father and mother will accept. I need to make sure I find a way to please them. Anything I can do to please them, I have to do it.
Right.
And a lot of people pleases people simply because they think that if I take this, they will say no to it. Especially a friend who has a lot of friends. A gentleman who has too many friends. Especially when a guy has opposite sex friends.
Okay.
Inti nina for do doye eba. Inti also for baby. Nina for man huna. Say Jack.
My God.
Was shoot you. So when you become people's pleaser, you keep pleasing people, friends, relatives, the people that are immediately around you. What happens is that you try to take a woman that will suit their expectation, not to suit your future. And that can make a man indecisive. And a lot of young men who are actually in a relationship, dating some girls will not marry them. Why they marry some and not marry some? The reason why they will not marry you is not because you are so evil and bad. I just want to encourage some young ladies who think that they are so bad, and that's why some men are not marrying them. Some of them, they are not being married because Charlie Berman found no people's pleaser.
Right.
Right. The incophobia binti. Sabi yashi. It was indecisive and now when you're bad. Name Crawford Chan Wishia, the Ombeke because what about could be quite almost saying nice, sir. Onito, Charlie Umuadi, the Okeka, you know, so sad as he said, dear, be probia, may now for the crankasa, so about what to nay. 10 years, oh, now did to sir, and yes, I win ye, on your bar, but on no dear, want to me what because or shady any panabeka. I want to Joe to me make a decision. Wow, only the new food also, I said, an ope, or the columns way, Charlie, new food come about the tusa. Or did I told us when I do some Charlie where they're surrounding you? Or not do it basasa. So a lot of guys are not getting married to you, and you will never know as a young lady. Somebody is working at your back. The number of work cancer children. Get we quite good about Charlie as a undi pacha umuadi. As we name casa. Right. Charlie good but as we name dressing. Since summer, when you decide to please people, this is what happens. You become indecisive. Right. The next point we are looking at is when a gentleman becomes indecisive, he makes a lot of empty promises. Hey. He makes a lot of empty promises, not because he cannot fulfill the promises, but he will make it empty. He makes an effort to make it empty. Not because he can't. He will, but the question is, will Krami be ye? Meanwhile, no. Will Krami be ye? Relationship, I'm not serious about it. Why do I have to give her 1,000 Ghana? Right. 2,000. Right. What's up a BCN 5,000? Why should I give her? Charlie, Anna. No. Charlie, I was a bit pay. And Rabbi shared the Bob and Mission wouldn't be peace, say 500 Ghana beko. Charlie, come the baby, and my money 200 na the accompany. We couldn't see aga. So a lot of guys are indecisive, and when they are indecisive, one of the signs is that he makes a lot of empty promises. For it not to look like an empty promise, once I communicate, you will understand. You will know it is not a story. The guy is not cooking stories. Right. So we are some more kind of real. Because the past communication, including the present communication, communicates that this is what is actually happening in the life of the guy. Right. It's before Sikurano. Looking at the previous or the past communication, you know, I knew anything is possible. Okay. That one but this is a guy who makes promise and randomly it's happening. It's every now and then. Edru sadia na nko so de na BBS. It's been something happening. And yet, Bakunya Munu, stories not the Banocratic is a story with you. Jack shed upon Wamba and 1 year. So, why are you busier? Wouldn't make you more? Right. Wouldn't say anything can happen. Right. I saw him be paid for dinner. But Jack, I quit upon 6. Right. You be 7 traffic. Possible say embassy, but this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a guy who has made a decision to be disappointing you. It's something he does consciously. I'm getting it down. So And so when you see that he makes a lot of empty promises, and he doesn't match his communication, and there's been consistent lies,
right,
it should tell you that something is actually wrong. This is a guy who is indecisive about our relationship.
Okay. Okay.
The next thing, Valerie, we are looking at about the indecisive man or the indecisive young man. And they say he doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what he wants. Oni so poba koko, so poba tuntum, so poba tintin, so poba tietia, and no sesem. Na de wan wakra ni say, and what the wo bae, na suban kakra bi pie ya, say suban on pe ba ne kokonye no adrop no. Okofa de ne kokoya ne dia ne nyede no adrop no. Okofa de ne dia ne ede, na enso onim kasa o drop no. De bia he doesn't know what he wants. Umetumi anya ono a na wo be man because you are indecisive, you lose no. I have encountered a lot of people that go like, I wish I married so and so. Right. But today they are married. Right. I said, but the one you have done to love. Say, oh no, me don't marry. But I'm trying to say that girl, she was something else. Right. I don't know what I don't know. Now you're indecisive. So now you're decisive. You had made a decision, strong one. You could have stayed with her. Right. But when you're decisive, do boy, you play a game then when you were a boy. You played game and okoye. Okoye when you should tell no so when you will be that. And now wade. And now also be wade. I hope you understand. Yeah. So please, when a gentleman doesn't know what he wants, it's because he's not made the decision. Okay. The next thing we are looking at is that when a gentleman is not, he hasn't made a decision, indecisiveness, you will never want to commit to anything too far in advance. Hey. I'm going to engagement in your man of go. No. Too far in advance. It just matter what next year. Now when you are decisive, you start planning a year ahead. Right. To tell you what you want your man. To tell you kakra. You're planning. You're church on your man. No. This one, because he's not decisive, he will never want to commit to anything too far in advance. On yeda. Tunyaka, she said, I know what I'm. It's like I have a plan. Good. You thoughts. Have a plan, yeah. But I don't know about the plan. Why can't we share the plan so that we will understand what lies ahead of us? But when a gentleman is indecisive, they are not ready to commit to anything in advance. 2094, 5, 6, 7 years, you don't see any improvement. Not into my one pool. Not shina bakum pool. Let's see what you go so that damn. They don't want to be committed to anything in advance. The guy is indecisive. They don't want to be committed to anything in advance. I see. Yeah. Almost kasi ya kotonyoma wa savage. 3 years in so far from my. The ben abaware must be say the right time will come. Obeti ani so no obi awo. Obeti ani so no obi foforo twempena. The next sign that this young man is indecisive is that they cancel plan without any valid reasons. It was no says here. Fire, Valerie. Valerie. Hello. Yes, I say. Shall be boom see them. Now wait. What's say? La Paz. Las Pampas Quano. Challenge easy. Now the work became easy. No war banaka. But they forget why. Because you baba no hanging up. So go. Yeah. Udu fear no send essay. One was for baby Nyamia. Something came up. Oh, why didn't you tell me long time? Because it just happened. And this is something happening all the time. They cancel plans in the time, in the day. Soon, okay, I think I'm going to watch my uncle. Right. We be more friends so could we niba. Me to me fa. Next month in Yabako. Next month is was year where you kurum. Na no penny 40 in Asia. A year to come say first, second, third Saturday in na year will chroma ya wade. The reasons and excuses upon excuses. There excuses. After the my pressure on him. It's marriage by force. Why you give me pressure? You didn't disturb. Me see me abe no bako. Me see me no bako. Who disturb? Na kwa say we on age. or hadjin, or prayer one day, non mama done no be what can say emotional blackmail. That's all no mama be done ya to so my I'm sorry. They trust yes I'm pretty about now can't say or the double
right.
To burn a pump mood to be cow.
Right.
Please, when they keep cancelling plans without any valid reasons, they are indecisive.
Okay. Okay.
I want to say about this. I want to say something. Programming from childhood can make a man indecisive. Number one, when he has been bullied before. Okay. He has been tortured before. In fact, on any anti the trying where you were bad, but the war not yeah no. A treated man here, Jumaya, a dear Danny slave. Oh, young guy. They say what being what by adult. You think it's okay? It's easy. No, emotionally, he's still not okay. In his dealing with you, he becomes indecisive because a man is wicked. Why psychologically people are affected? It's not easy for them to control their emotions until they go through counseling. So programming from childhood can affect a guy to become indecisive.
Okay.
Na me wade no na gay you obetete me chale matise matete mema wa wade me pass the fear of the unknown can make a gentleman indecisive. The fear of the unknown has made a lot of men indecisive, including married men. O me fa na yere Uganda ne e me fa na China cause odi udu a wanya na be ma fofrajo and when di berisika wakodi be ma fofrachi ana impo why na yaka de me de ono abafie na watran apodwo. Fear of the unknown. A lot of men are not decisive. Even married ones are not decisive. What should I? Maybe the 40, 50, 60 still on worry. I always say, bema. Fear of the unknown. We see dying. I thought dying. Number one, na be wana gay abefa.
Wabefa.
Debbie, me una be dana mama, me papa me fear of the unknown.
Obedimisika.
So fear of the unknown can keep a man not to become decisive.
I see.
The next thing we can talk about is that he keeps thinking about what others will say.
That's just a people pleaser na.
Thank you. But where the uncrophobic can't our dear no bana makofane ho. Get with me no oya Germany. Get with me no oya abortion. Get with me no oya premain ni papa. Get with me no mbwa the uncrophobic anti. He cannot make a decision. Or the not enough but he cannot make a final decision and say, you be engagement.
Right.
He does not know what he wants at all.
No, nim your pekra.
Nim your pekra. We just say, on in the mud, DB, in the muza, CCC, Nanako. Dako, the son was when I wado. Some go for no more wadi to be how. I said, once upon a time I was a player. Now somebody's playing me. So that is it.
Right.
The next thing is that he is afraid because he has been hurt in the past. A lot of young men are not decisive because they've been hurt in the past. Or baby are done, are breaking hearts. So when a gentleman, a young man has been hurt by another woman, they are very careful. It's not easy for them to make a decision. Ebi di biako school, ebi di biye trayo, ebi di bi just say go for your name okromo.
Ko tu adwuma mu ahan dan ama no boso me so a wasama niska.
Ebi treat taxi the show be your campus university.
Ebi mu tu ya prepaid you know.
Of course, it's your phone Christmas beba shopping.
Credit.
Gifts.
Oh,
when a gentleman has been hurt in the past, no be now your papa saying, oh, you good, you just saying. He cannot make decisions. He's afraid. He doesn't know what you can do. And the last one, others more easily influence him with their strong opinion than his own opinion.
Okay. Okay.
I think that these are the few things that can make a man indecisive about a woman. Thank you.